Well, hello, friends. Real quick before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal, I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid, upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream. And I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's two ways you can give me your answers. Number one, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number two, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news, what would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you. So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, I'm Kimberly Brock, and for the last 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. And so now I'm on a mission to help other women just like you do the exact same thing. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, this is Kimberly. It's episode 61, and I'm so thankful that you are here today and that you found this podcast episode because I'm going to share with you the ways that you can figure out that perfect time, that exact moment when you should finally start your business. Because I know there's a lot of you that are listening that haven't really officially started your business. Maybe you're thinking about it. Maybe you're just kind of barely getting things going, and you're like, when is the perfect time? What time should I do it? Should I do it January 1st? Should I do it January 30th? Should I do it in the summer? What time of day should I launch it? How do I do it? Okay, let's stop all this insanity. Today, we're going to talk about when the perfect time is to actually start your business. So if you are new here, I'm so glad you found this channel. Each week, I'm going to help you learn all the steps and strategies for making money doing what you love through your very own business. So did you know that I have free tools for you? Yes, if you're new, I've got a 16-step checklist to help you get your business started. And I've got another great resource that really helps you find your business purpose if you're struggling with your business idea. So if you're new, get my free downloads right now. Click the link below and make sure you hit subscribe to this channel because you don't want to miss out on any future episodes. So there's a button. And if you've been listening a while too, but you haven't actually subscribed, make sure y'all do that today. You don't want to miss out. Usually on Thursdays, I drop my episodes. So I just don't want you to miss a thing. So thank you so much. And thank you again for all the reviews and ratings. I read all of them. Y'all are wonderful and kind. And I'm so blessed to have you. So thank you so much for listening. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're here today because I'm talking about how to figure out the perfect time to start your business. Is there a perfect date? Is there a perfect moment? Is there a perfect time of year? Is there a perfect time in your life? When is the perfect time to start your business? And I get this. And here's what people say. Kimberly, should I start my business maybe when my kids go off to college? Should I start my business maybe after my toddlers get into preschool? Should I start my business at the beginning of the year or the middle of the year, like the summer when the kids are home? Maybe I'll have more time. Maybe I won't have more time, or at the end of the year before the holidays so that I can get Christmas sales. Should I start it when I finally get my divorce? I've heard this one. I have heard this one. If this is you, breaks my heart. If you know that you're going to be going through a divorce, kills me inside because I don't want that for you. But at the same time, I know that you're yearning to move on with a new phase of your life, right? So I've had people ask me that. Should I do it when I finally get a divorce? Should I do it when I'm not working? Should I do it when I'm working part-time? Should I do it when I am working full-time so that it's not as risky and I still have income? People ask me all these questions. And here is what I want to say to all of you. First of all, I'm going to ask you this question. What is the moment? How would you define the moment for when you actually start a business? What's your definition? So I want you to just sit here. I don't know if you're on a walk, driving, cleaning, what you're doing. To you, what is the definition of starting your business? Because I've been perplexed by this. As someone who helps people start businesses, I don't know an exact moment when you've, quote, started your business or haven't started your business yet. I don't know the answer because here's a whole bunch of things that could be considered the start of your business. It could be the moment you decide on your business name. You're like, I'm starting it. That's my business. Or you create a product. You create something with your hands. You make something and you're like, that's it. I'm starting my business. I have it. This is it. Or my business is started when I go get my business bank account or when I file for my DBA. Or when I tell somebody that I'm going to start a business. Is that when I started my business? Or was it not until I actually got my first sale or I put stuff for sale or I got my domain name? I mean, what is the definition of starting your business? And we could debate this all day. I'm sure there's probably a precise legal answer, but I would challenge you to think deeper than that because it's like asking, when did you become a woman? Or when did you become a man? Was it on a certain day at a certain time, or was it a process that you went through that you became that? I want you to sit on that for a second because I think a lot of you don't want to say or don't want to start your business because you're scared that you're going to go from a moment of white to black. You're going to go from not pregnant to pregnant. You're going to go from single to married. It's going to be this drastic change in your life. And I want to give you another perspective that I believe the moment that you started your business was the moment you dreamed it up, the moment that you started thinking about it. It was those times that you yearned to do something more with your life. To me, that's when you started your business. Maybe none of you are selling anything yet, but did you know that you already actually started your business? Because you started thinking through what it would take to make that happen. You let yourself move into that. You leaned in towards the thought of starting your own business. So to me, I'm going to give you 3 things here. I think you started your business the moment you started yearning to make a difference in this world through something, whether it was a product you thought of, a service, a mission. A lot of you have a mission. And that's kind of what this business here started for me. It was this moment that I wanted to, and I don't use the word empower a lot, but I think it kind of is. I wanted to empower people to make you realize that this is possible for you, that I'm a normal person. I'm a girl from Texas, and I took initiative and I took brave steps. I didn't even know I was really being brave. I just went toward what I wanted to do. And I took imperfect action. And if you haven't listened to that episode, I believe that that's what's made me successful, is taking imperfect action. And I move toward my vision, and it's not a perfect action. And my husband would argue and say, well, he is successful in the corporate technology world because he has done things so precisely. That's the beauty of starting your business. It doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't have to be as precise as a surgeon needs to be. That's the beauty of it. And God made me so imperfect, and I am not a perfectionist in most things. There are some things that I am, but in a lot of things with my business, I'm able to just keep going. Okay, that didn't work. Do this. Okay, adjust, adapt, right? That's what made me successful. And I'm not saying that's what's going to make you successful, but I do like to tell you that approach because I think it takes the pressure off of you. Because as you're starting a business, you're thinking of it as, I went from single to married. I went from not pregnant to pregnant. I went from white to black. And it's not. Okay? So it started, number 1, with that yearning to make a difference in this world. Number 2, it started with that yearning to create something special all your own. And I know this because I talk to you and you all say this. I just want something all my own. I want to be in control of it. I want to be able to turn this vision into something cool. It's an art form.
Do you realize that your business is a creative art form that you're putting out in the world? Maybe you didn't design the graphics. Maybe you didn't come up with the colors or your logo. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this creativity that went on in your brain for so long that has been nudging you forward. Okay? So you've been yearning to create something special all your own. Okay? The third thing, I believe, is when you have that yearning to make money doing what you love. You have a yearning to build a career that is something that fills your soul. And I know a lot of you have careers that you enjoy. Some of you have careers you don't enjoy. But a lot of you, I think you're like, yeah, I like it. It's good. But I don't love it. And I think that's the moment you start your business, is when you say, you know what? I just want to make money doing something I love. I want to build a career that I'm passionate about. And I think that's the moment that you start your business. So I challenge you today, if you're asking like, when should I start my business? And you've been pondering this, like, should I start it? I would challenge you to look back and say you've actually already started. Maybe the next question is, when should I be open for business? When should I put my services up for sale? Am I ready? Do I have a little bit of money in the bank account? Do I have time? Do I have time to do this? Or am I in a frazzled state? Am I not myself right now? If you are not yourself right now and you're frazzled and you have no time, do not start your business right now. But most of you that are listening, I believe, have some extra time. I don't think you're in a frazzled, fragile, scattered state where you're not capable of starting a business. I don't believe it. I think you're here because you have a little extra time. You're listening to this podcast because you've leaned into this already. You have already kind of started this business. It's kind of like when I was looking for my second dog. I was like, I really want another dog. I think the days that I was thinking that over was the day I already had a dog. And I didn't have a dog. I hadn't even picked out a dog. I hadn't met my dog. I hadn't met my puppy. I hadn't picked it out. Nothing. But that was the day that I got another dog. Because I leaned in and I was researching breeds and mixes, and I knew I had a Maltese already, and I was like, I want another little one that's hypoallergenic, and I did all the research, and I went and visited like people that were selling dogs, and I tried to look online, and I was trying to figure out what dog, like doing all the stuff. It's the same thing with you. You've already leaned in. You've already started your business, whether you are selling anything or not, whether you have a business bank account or not, whether you have your domain name or not. Congratulations. You've started your business. But are you going to get it to the point where you're making money? That's where I want to help you. You've got to come up with a plan because you've already started your business. Okay? I just want you to know that you should not ignore that yearning in your heart to make a difference, the first thing I mentioned. You should not ignore your yearning to create something special in this world that's all your own. And you should not ignore that yearning to make money doing what you love. Because I'll tell you right now, those three things helped me build all four of my businesses. This is my fourth one. That's what's building this business. I'm adjusting. I'm adapting. I'm figuring out my way just like all of you. Luckily, though, I have all this pre-knowledge because I've had businesses so long. Now, I've had product-based businesses, had a photography business. They're different. They're very different than this business. And you know what? That's the beauty of it. All of your businesses are different too. Do you know that all the people that I've helped have had a different business model, a business offering? And that's why I love this, because your business gets to be as unique as you are. You started this business a long time ago when you started dreaming of this, and it was unique then. What's happened now is you're researching and you're learning, and a lot of what you're seeing is trying to make you make your business like everyone else's. And I want to challenge you today too. I know this is kind of off on a tangent, but it's to realize that go back to that childlike mode that you were in, when you just dreamed of this. It's kind of like when we learn about the Bible, we talk about the childlike faith that you have in the beginning. It's this unadulterated view of things. That's kind of how you have to be with this business. Go back to what that initial yearning was, because that's your business. That is your business. And try not to let all these things, and I talk about this all the time, all the marketing that's being thrown at you, that you need a membership, you need a subscription, you need to have a physical store, you need to have an online store, you need to sell, a monthly service, you need to bundle it with this. And you start getting caught up in all the details and not in what that original thought was when you wanted to start your business. And when you stray from that, sometimes it can be good when you go in a direction that someone has helped you go. And other times it's wrong when you keep getting led astray because you think that's how you're going to make money, when really there's a simple form of what you want to do to turn it into money. Okay? Because let's face it, just like I talked on last week's episode, are you building a hobby or a business? I hope you're building a business. You want to build a business. You're here because you want to make money. Let's face it. Some of us don't like to talk about money, and that's fine. But the truth is, this thing has to make money, or it's not really a successful business. It's just something that you threw money into blindly. Don't go at this blindly. Take proper steps. And I just want to tell you that there's no proper time to officially start your business. It's the time when you feel like you can devote some extra time and you have a little extra money, that if for some reason this bottomed out and fails, we have another pandemic, something happens out of your control and you lose that money, that you're okay. You're not going to lose your house. You're not going to not be able to send your kids to college. It's not going to do all this major damage to your life. You do it when you have some money sitting there set aside, and some people can start it for nothing. Don't worry about how much money this is going to take unless you are opening a physical store. If you are opening a physical store, that is going to take money. But if you are starting a business, it's mainly going to be online, you're selling a service, you're just selling some products that you're making, this doesn't have to cost a lot of money. So don't stress about that. There's a way to go about it intelligently and ease into this. If that's scary to you, there are ways to jump in feet first and just go, if you're ready to do that, right? But this is your path. This is your journey, and you've already started your business. The question is, what's the next step, and how do you get to the next step effectively? Okay? So no more asking, when should I start my business? Because you've already started, but you should be asking, what's the next step and how do I get closer to making money? That's the question. Okay? What do I need to do to intelligently get to the next thing, so that I can eventually quickly start making money? Okay? I hope this made sense to you. I hope it opened your eyes that if you never realized that you actually started your business, that you did. Isn't that a wonderful thought, though? That it's not that you're changing and that your life is like completely different. It's not. You're taking smart steps. And when you're ready to move forward effectively, I'm here. I can help you. If you ever find yourself just like, how do I create the right business model for what I want? Or how do I just create this basic plan so I can move forward intelligently and so I can make money? Hey, post questions in my Facebook group. You can email me too. hi@KimberlyBrock.com. That's my email address. If you've got a question, email me. I'll email you back. I actually do email people back. If you're struggling with something, let me know. Okay? If you are in my Facebook group, post your question. You got a concern, you got a praise, you got something you're worried about, anything, post it there. And if you're not in my group already, why aren't you in my group? You need to get in there. I have a free Facebook group. It's for women starting businesses. Yep. And if you're building one, if you already have a business and you're in the early stages, get in there too, because we're there to support each other. And there's some amazing, amazing women in there. So that's it. There's no perfect time to start your business, but there is that yearning that's in your soul that you need to follow and know that you've already started, and all you got to do now is take smart steps. I'm so happy for you. Hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have any questions and you need links to my website and the episodes that I mentioned, scroll down below and we'll take you there. Until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.